Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hello everyone, BSP here. Just wanted to show you my design I mentioned in the mud farm video. I was going to try to make a bigger one, and I made a big mud farm here and wanted to show you how it works. This is a creative test world, so I'll walk you through how this works, and I'll show you how it's built. Hope you enjoy. Okay, first you got your standard mud maker. You got your torch here. When you block the signal, this block becomes powered. Whatever block you put here becomes powered. And it shouldn't happen. But the block powers this, which is on a 3-tick repeater. Powers the piston in front of here, which sends the dispenses water into the block, causing it to turn to mud, which also at the same time sends a dispenser here to fill the bottle back up. And let me show you the first junction. If you look here, the first junction moves the pieces over to this stacker, which is 9 by 11, and then it can go 13 tall. Pistons can only push 12, so the 13th layer gets in here and then it can't push anymore. And just for example, let me get a piece of obsidian. But let me show an example. Is if we put a piece of obsidian here, it won't be able to move. So it will go to the next one, which, see, it goes past it. Then it goes here. Now if we keep going down that way, it goes down this way, gets turned, and goes to this stacker. Then when this one's full, it will pass this one and go to this stacker. And when this one's full, it will go down here and go into this stacker. I want to do one more, but I would have to come down here and go up or go down, because there's not enough room to get a full stacker in between these two. So it's not perfect by any means, but it's an idea. I was looking for a way to do a lot of mud at one time. I'll probably end up also adding a system with droppers or dispensers where you stand against the edge like this, and the dirt cycles through a hopper and dropper continuously, so you can pick up items if they are in a water stream and your back's against it. So you'll always have, and you fill your inventory except one slot where the dirt is, so you can just sit there and lock your trigger or button or whatever and just go through currently, I think this setup will hold about 3 shulkers full of mud. I mean, you could keep going and make it more, because you can do this here, split here, you could come off here and do a couple of 12 block zigzags to get it out here, and then start your whole process over again, because you can make these piston lines as long as you want, as long as each section's 12 blocks. That's why I put the city in here, because it's not 12 blocks, so it just stops it. So the system will stop when it's completely full. The only issue, not really an issue, it's when you get it all filled up, you have to take all the mud out of the system. I mean, you can leave this one here, but you need to take all the mud out of the system, and I guess take that block too, because that'll be mud for the last one, and add dirt in front of it. If you don't, this piston won't be able to push and start the system again, so it's better to build this on the ground and these to be buried. But yeah, these are simple pushers. It took me a little while to figure out how to make a good stacker. I tried redstone blocks, but number one, they were really expensive to rig redstone blocks, and this just seemed a lot cheaper. I had to go with the down design here, because if you have a block here and a honey block here and another block here and there, what happens is when you push, a honey block and a slime block won't stick to each other, but since this is such a long redstone, there's a delay, like a 1 tick delay between this one and this one. What ends up happening is this one will go down first, this one will go down first. When it went down first, this block would stick to the bottom here, and some would come down, and about half of them would go down, and the other half would stay up. So it just kept messing up, and that's when I come up with this here to use observers. And I had to do the solid blocks in there because they can pass a signal through one solid block, and it worked out really well. You can't use this row, because if you put here, I'll show you. If you put a piston here, it's powered, so you can't use a row here, so you've got a gap. It's going to be a 2 gap right here of mud you got to clear out. And that's on all of them. Some of them are bigger than others. This one, they found the one that's the biggest. I think it's this one here. Yeah, this one is the biggest at 12 wide and 12 by 11. Because of how close the turn is, you only lose 1, so it's 12 instead of 13. And you can't have anything closer because the observer will pick it up. But yeah, it works really well, and it's decently cheap on materials. I mean, your pistons are going to cost you a lot of iron and redstone. The biggest redstone component takes 2 redstone for a observer, but only takes 1 for a piston, so it's not too terrible. The water is always reused, and redstone wire ain't really a ton of it. I used glass because it's easiest to deal with, and it's easy to see what you're going, and it also is easy to do a straight down, not have to worry about cutting off your redstone with solid blocks. But yeah, I'm thinking about building this for talk to the guild and see if SC has a mud farm. If they don't, I'm thinking about building a really big one. Maybe 2 or 3 times this size, make a really big stacker. I've been thinking of calling it a mud battery because it's holding mud. So if you want a full tutorial on this, I can give you a tutorial on how to build this part and how to build these, but there's so many different configurations you can have. Just how you squeeze it in and how close you can get stuff is up to you. And man, I think it's really nice. Be my first tutorial on the channel, so I might make one. This section here, I've seen lots of people use this design, so I don't know who the original is. But this part here is not part of the original design. Right here is, from here to here, is just your standard mud maker that you see everywhere. All this is what I've come up with, close as I could to. I couldn't. Let's see, I couldn't go any closer here because of mud coming through here. The carrier, I can't remember, there was some reason I couldn't go closer. And here I just threw it here just to, I could have put it here or here, so there's so many different things you can do with this system. You can go up, you can go down, you can just go further out. I don't know on Bedrock how far redstone stops working, so it's probably better to keep it within like a 4 chunk area of you. I might be able to put this in a 1 chunk area, but there would be a lot of spaghetti wiring trying to get this to work, so it's always going to be pretty big. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and leave in the comments if you want me to do a tutorial on how to build the stackers and then how to build the mud maker. Everything else I'll show how to set up mud chains or whatever you want to call them. But thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.
I never answer to no, man, I still go, go, go.